Hey everybody, we have some exciting news. We're so encouraged about just how you all have been managing this time, and we've been working hard together, but we are going to open up this Sunday. We're going to have room for 30 people to join us. I know the group, I know it says it's 50s, but it takes 20 of us to put on the production. So we're going to open up the church and we'll have another 30 people able to come and join us. And so we're really excited about it. So listen, we're working hard. This is just our first phase of what we're sharing today. Is just our first phase of opening up. So there'll be some more things rolling out as time goes on. But this Sunday, you'll be able to register. 30 people will be able to register to come and join us. And now there's still some restrictions. Pastor Josh, why don't you talk a little bit about the worship restrictions we have?
Thanks, Landon. I would love to.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be back in church on time from your vacation?
Yeah, my flight leaves on Sunday afternoon, so should be good. So here's some of the restrictions around us gathering. So we're really excited to have everybody, or a few people, in the room to be seen and to worship, but obviously without our mouths, only our hands and our hearts. So we're not allowed to sing because I can't sing without spitting, and so apparently that's just not cool anymore. So yeah, you can come and you can worship, but it has to be silent. You can hum or clap. That's all.
Thank you, Josh. Always informative and helpful. But yeah, so we are looking forward to having folks come. Now listen, because it's so difficult for our kids, we're keeping it to kids over 10. So children under 10, we don't want you to bring them. This is too much effort for them to sit still for 90 minutes, and we all have to stay together. This family has to stay together and has to be managed that way. But even so, we still want you to be able to gather together as families. And Pastor Amy is going to talk about that just for a moment. Pastor Amy.
Yeah, so we just want to do as much as we can right within the guidelines that the government has given us. And so one of those guidelines is cohort families. So you can get together with one other family. And as we know, when you get together with kids, it's really hard to do the social distance thing. So if you have a cohort family, why not get together with them on a Sunday morning? And then one of the parents or teenagers with you guys can take the kids during the message, put on the show for them, the coloring, pray with them. And then you guys can just take turns who takes the kids and spends that time with them. Of course, we want them to be part of our worship experience, part of our prayer. But yeah, if you have a cohort family, then you can get together with them on a Sunday morning in your home. And that's apparently okay with the government.
Now, if it's possible and you are willing to host somebody in your home and be like a cohort family, what can they do, Pastor Amy?
Yeah, so if there's anybody out there who either wants to open up their home to create a cohort family with someone else, or doesn't have a cohort family and is looking for someone to spend Sunday morning with, again, that being the one family that you do hang out with, then you guys can email me, amy@gatewayfamily.ca, and I'm going to try and connect people who haven't yet found cohort families, which means you get to just be together without any restrictions like the social distancing. Of course, wash your hands because kids are gross.
Thanks, Pastor Amy. And as Josh continues to liberally put the sunscreen on his sweater, Pastor Haley, you know what? Our team, the youth and the kids, have done such a great job of providing resources for our kids ministry, our resources for our kids and for our youth. And Pastor Haley, why don't you just share some of those things going on for our kids in the midst of our services?
Yeah, for sure. So everything you can find on our app. We've got activity pages, lesson pages, and video links. So Pastor Amy had mentioned that you could have somebody take the kids away during the sermon, or there's the option of maybe doing all of the kids stuff at the beginning or before the adult service, or doing it after the adult service. There's no pressure at all to try and do everything within that hour and a half like we typically have. So just feel free to do whatever works best for your families. And if you're going to a family's place, make sure you bring your supplies with you and you'll be set to go.
That's so awesome. Now, there may be some of you who would still like to gather, and of course you can. Pastor Devin, why don't you just share about other ways to gather?
Yeah, if you're a single person or if you're in a couple without kids, we still want you guys to be able to connect and gather together and enjoy the service together. So as long as you're in a group of 15 people or less, that is okay. Obviously, you're still expected to social distance and sanitize and stay clean and healthy and all of that. But we were encouraging people to get together and don't participate in church alone. Get together with a group of people. And I'm a little distracted by Josh. He's talking so loud in my ear right now. If you need somewhere to go, if you don't have a place to go, you can connect with Pastor Amy. Her email is amy@gatewayfamily.ca, and she will connect you with people. If you're someone who is willing to host a group of people at your home, if you're comfortable with that, you can email her as well. And she's going to connect some people who might not otherwise be connected, because we want everybody to have the opportunity to gather together and take in a Sunday service.
So listen, team, we're working hard to create opportunities for us to be together. We all miss each other terribly. We as a staff are really we're having to hang out with Josh so much. So yeah, we're really looking forward to just seeing some other faces amongst us. But so there's room. Yeah, Josh is bringing his best virtual friends. So but there will be room for 30. But Ali, could you tell us how we can set up, how people can join us on Sunday morning at the church?
Yeah. So there will be a sign-up form going live on our app, on our website. You can go through there. You can sign up for a Sunday. You can only register for one Sunday. We'd like to have as many people. We'd like to open up the church for as many people as we can. So we're asking that you only register for one Sunday. But the registration form will be live. And if you have any questions, you can email church@gatewayfamily.ca.
That's amazing. Now, of course, as we gather together at the church, we're going to have to manage the various protocols that are there. And Dory, can you give us a bit of an update on how we'll manage the building?
Sure, Pastor Lennon. So when you arrive, we're going to get everyone to come in the west entrance doors, and then we have to stagger entries. So you guys all know the 2 meters. We're good Canadians. We know the hockey stick rule. Hockey stick between your household and the next household as you come in and as you enter the building, and then the whole time you're in the building as well. So we'll have specific places for you guys to sit where you can be socially distanced within your household. The same thing goes when you're exiting. We have to stagger your exit, and we're going to have you go out the east doors this time. Josh is pretty distracting. So they do want you to clean your hands upon entry and exit. So we've got lots of sanitizer to pump into your hands when you guys arrive. And only one person at a time in the washrooms. You know, maybe women, no, I can't. Women still have to, just one at a time for women to, in the washroom, we'll clean after and keep everyone sanitized that way. So the one thing we do have this Sunday is communion. And if you're one of the 30 that are coming, we've got individually packed communion for you. If you're at home, make sure you go ahead of time and buy those supplies that you can have with your cohort family or whoever you're gathering with, that you guys can participate in that this Sunday as well.
That's so good. Thanks, Dory. And yes, and if you do need, if it helps you to bring a hockey stick, that's just fine. You can use it to hit Josh. So the with that in mind, we just want to quickly remind you, like, this is our first step. We've got other ideas, other vision that we're going to be releasing soon. Our kids ministry, youth ministry, men's, women's, the different ministries are looking for their ways to begin to engage and gather together. And so we're going to be rolling out more of that information over the next week or so, and we're very excited about that. We have some wonderful ideas that I think will be a lot of fun for us to manage this process and still be able to gather and enjoy each other's presence. Now listen, there's different folks who are in varying stages of their management of this, and we're going to operate in grace. So if somebody calls you perhaps and you're maybe more on the cautious end, don't be offended by that. Allow that to happen. If somebody is inviting you to an exercise class like Josh has been attending, And with Worship Wendy, Josh has been loving spending time with Worship Wendy, but there it is. But however that works for you, we want to encourage you, just have grace with one another and like be excited, just like Wendy is right there. You can be excited about actually getting to visit, and it's a-okay. So let's operate in grace. Like, we understand people are at different varying degrees. Some folks are more at risk than other folks. And don't be offended by people reaching out to you, but rather encourage it and be excited to gather together. We're going to do our level best to walk in the protocols that we're being given so that we can gather, because we are going to get together this Sunday. Come and join us. Register and be part of our time. So looking forward to seeing as many of you as we can. Looking forward to seeing you connecting, and in the different places that you connect, take pictures. Make sure you're socially distant, but take pictures so that we can put them up and just show off how we're all connecting together. Hopefully you'll be happier to be together with Josh than Katie is right there. But so we look forward to being with all of you. Josh is happy to be with him. Out of all the people that love Josh, he loves him the best. So so we're looking forward to being together. We love you all. Stay tuned for what we have coming up. You can engage the link below. That'll all be ready for you to sign up to join us. So God bless you, and we'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.